Such a bop.
Yeah.
Where did you find that? I never asked you like how you.
I was just watching that. I remember how long it took me. It took me like 8 hours to make that stupid 30-second clip.
It's good.
That music, I don't even remember the name of the website, but a long time ago when I started editing stuff, I Googled epic background music. It brought me to this link, and it allowed me to download it for free as long as you copy and paste input. I think it was when I edited season 1 of Virtual Spider. And I did that, and now I don't know what the website's called. Every time I need music again, I type in epic background music. And then the old link that it gave me before pops up.
That's fair.
And then I'll type in the search bar. I'll be like happy, jovial, whatever. I think that's how I found it. It's called Walk Around by Roa.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to round 4.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way early. How you doing? You're in darkness. You're in all black.
Oh, yes. I like this shirt. Nice black tee. It was the top shirt in my drawer, so I put it on.
You said you're tired?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. A lot
That's
going
fair.
on. My butt still hurts from the whooping I received recently.
You did okay.
Hey, watch your tone.
You got a perfect round, didn't you?
Yeah, but then I really fucked up round 3, and that was.
Did you get a perfect? Yeah, that was a perfect round. Yeah.
Yes, I got a perfect round, which made me feel good inside. Then I missed 5 points in round 3, and that made me feel bad inside.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then I missed the one deep cut movie I was actually confident.
Which one was that? The
Civil War.
Oh yeah, well, those codes.
Yeah.
But then you guys got pencil.
We'll get there. all in good time.
Yeah, we have a lot to go over tonight, but I do think it is worth it as an episode of round 4 for us to sit here, ponder life's questions, those things that we're thinking about in life, like, hey, like, how's the sausage made? Like, I want to know. What do you think?
Are we talking about actual sausage?
Yeah.
I've seen how the sausage is made.
I have a question.
Okay.
You're pretty in tune with today's youth.
Are we talking about sausage or no?
No, I'm off that.
You think I'm in tune with today's youth?
You're not?
Are you insane? I haven't been in tune with today's youth ever. When I was a youth.
Somebody at work said something today that they said was like a TikTok thing, and it was like a young person's, like, is Anna home? She might know.
She's not home yet, no. Also, this world would be a miles better place if TikTok didn't exist. But
have you ever downloaded it?
No.
I have not either. I'm like an old man.
So many better things to do with my time, as do all of you watching this.
Yeah, that's fair. But welcome. We love you. Hobby's here, 3 whole minutes late. Nick and Tim really fell off.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? We were 3 minutes off. Yeah, that's fair. I thought he was saying he was 3 minutes late to watch.
You weren't coming up with the new category right before this?
No. I mean, we came up with it like a week ago.
We were solidifying the new category and everything we're doing right before this.
Mostly the name, which we're notoriously bad at if you've ever met us. Okay. Like I said, I guess we're not going to find out how the sausage is made or the TikTok trends, but we are going to talk.
You can ask me, like I might know. I don't know.
I don't want. Now I'm scared.
No, come on.
Okay, all right. Apparently, if you say 6'7", that's funny.
What?
I don't know. I've been told that it means nothing. Like almost like this generation's The Game.
I know what it means.
You do.
Yeah, it's the height of Hall of Famer Thomas Scully.
Oh. Okay, Rue. Oh, because Rue's a teacher, so he gets it. I don't understand. And the kids at work were all laughing about it. I texted my niece and I said, "Help me out here." She was no help.
I can't imagine it means anything worth knowing.
It actually means something though. Oh, so they lied to me. They said it meant nothing. They said it was like a nothing thing. And then I Googled it, and apparently it's like a gang thing in the UK. So maybe we got to find out from Joe.
Again, TikTok, bad. Go on.
I hear it all day too, and they refuse to tell me. Who said that? Who is this?
Oh, it's Joe.
Which Joe?
Survivor, run.
Oh, we're gonna talk about
Spoilers.
that. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. Well, if someone can tell me what it means, that'd be helpful. As I've said now for the third time, we have a lot to go over. Nick, what would you like to start with? Because so much has happened.
So song better. Screw it. Yeah, it's our own player's height. Huh. Mild. Well, we have a lot of things to recap, Tim. It's been a action-packed Act 4.
That is accurate.
So we should talk about all those things. I'm gonna flip these on my order of things. I had a different thing first, but I think we should talk about Fanzone first, Tim, since there's literally only one thing to talk about.
Yeah, it was crazy. Fanzone was a crazy Act 4. One match, technically, and it aired yesterday. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen yesterday's episode of Fanzone, we had a title match. Amaru Moses comes in with his title shot, slaps it down on the table, and says, "I want to play Kirk." And by that, I mean, I said, "Hey, Rue, you're going to use your title shot at this time." But they played. It was epic. It was a big one. I think, am I remembering this right? Did it go to the final question? Let me pull up that doc here. It did. 4-3 was the final score. So it went down to the final question. And we have a new champion. We have a new champion in Fanzone debate. It is Amaru Moses. Fourth time is the charm for Rue. He has been kicking ass all year and everything, but as he said in his opening remarks at the match, he can't get over that finish line. Well, he finally got over the finish line this time. He is now a TBNT Fanzone debate champ. Very exciting for Amaru. And it was a great match. They both played great. Couple clean sweeps, but mostly splits. Me, Brian, and Mark. It was not fun to decide between them because they both played phenomenal. But Rue came out the victor, and he is going to attempt to defend his belt at the end of the year. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
The spoils.
What'd you say?
He gets the spoils.
He does. He gets the spoils. And yeah, no, it was super exciting, and there's a lot of stuff to come up in could be in GOAT conversation. Honestly, yeah.
Is this just for Fanzone, or is this just in general?
I mean, in general, definitely. Like the way that he's played and everything, like absolutely. I think in Fanzone, I think it's definitely one of those. I'm not going to say it's too soon to tell because I don't think that's true. I think he's great. I would like to see one defense under his belt, but I don't think that that's necessarily needed to be considered one of the greats. Like I consider Jacoby one of the greats, and he never defended his belt. So I think Rue is definitely in that conversation. We'll see at the end of this year. Yeah. And then Tim is London Gang. Whoops. And he's just a goat of a person in everyday life. Yeah. Seems like it. What? And I've been told he smells great. Have you heard this? Have you met Rue in real life?
Haven't.
You've met a lot of people. You met Abel.
I did. That was a great time hanging out with Abel.
You've met Jacoby.
Yep. Hanging out with Jacoby. Kirk.
Yeah, what the
you.
Yeah. I do not smell great. I smell the way I look. Midwest cheese. I need the defense for goat, but I'd agree about the kind. Yeah, no. So anyway, Rue will be back at the end of this year. Are we talking about Act 5 for Fanzone right now? Then too.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Fanzone.
Yeah, so there's some good competition for Rue coming his way. We have some just like random fun matches that are coming up in the season for the rest of the year. Chadwick Webb, coming off of his perfect game earlier this year, is going to be going up against Kaiser, who we'll talk about more in a little bit. And that's going to be a fun one. And then we also have Richard Schwartz taking on Will Cohen. Both of them are on big losing streaks. Tyler Birch is going to play Brooklyn Vale. That's going to be fun. But as far as the title picture goes, who Rue has to look forward to, and I kind of talked to him about this. I don't remember if it was in the post-match or if it was just afterwards, but the people kind of in the mix right now are a lot of great players. Jacoby Bancroft and Robert Kastner, they're going to play. Javi Madden is going to play Jack Pinchuk. Alex Martinez is going to play Adelaide Spence. And then those are all going to go into a, how do you say it, Nick? Usually all those people are going to play each other. Joe Fairley is then in the mix towards the end of the picture. So yeah, very, very exciting. I'm looking for, and I already said Jacoby, but I think like Jacoby, Joe, and Robert have all challenged for the title before. Jacoby obviously having held it. So exciting. Rue has a lot of work ahead in the final act. But yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah. Survivor? Woo-hoo-hoo!
Virtual Survivor Season 2 has concluded.
Spoilers
if you have not watched yet. But it was great. It was a great season.
It was great.
A lot of work had gone into it from not only myself but the players. And it was great. It was Anna as well, yes. But no, it was really great. I was really happy with it. If you were at the live finale, you noticed that Brittany, spoilers, the winner of Virtual Survivor Season 2, was not able to make it due to some health reasons. But we have confirmed, and I can 95% guarantee she will be on the next episode of Round 4 2 weeks from now. So we will get an interview with her. She will be presented her $100 American dollars. I don't care what the exchange rate is. So if it's like $94 in Canada, then you're getting $94. But $100 American. She'll receive that. We'll talk to her about the game and her aspirations on potentially ever playing again. But yeah, it's great. Tim, did you enjoy the second season?
Yeah, honestly, and maybe it's just because, I think it was better than season 1. That's no shot at anybody in season 1, including myself, but I just think it was, there were people I didn't know, and that just made it more interesting, frankly. Which is why when Nick kind of gets on here and says, like, tell your friends, like, share it, so that if there's people we don't know that we can get into the mix, it just makes it all the more fun. And now we know these people a little bit better. Some of them have started playing trivia. Like Mark is in the chat. He's a great example. Or even people from last year, there were people we didn't know, but like Eddie and Liam. And but this season, I felt like, especially with the ladies in the mix, they added a nice, I don't know what the word, I was going to say drama, and I don't feel like drama is the right word, but like schmandy was like a highlight. that I thought I liked the way that she was like messing with John and Mark and stuff. And also low key Malcolm, phenomenal.
I've never seen that side of Malcolm before.
No, it was
I
wild.
loved it.
But I think the main thing was, the people that I didn't know, like, all ended up being like highlights for me. I thought they were all great. And all the people I did know, especially Javi, kind of sucked. I'm just gonna say it. No, I'm just kidding. Javi sucks though. He's so good, so bad. I'm just kidding, Javi.
Yeah, Tim went out one spot after you. Just because 4 people left because 2 of them quit on Tim's season. He thinks he did better, but not much.
That's fair. That's fair. Hashtag justice for JPO. That's fair. I think,
that first vote off's always real tough because nobody knows each other and they are grasping at anything to make the name not theirs.
Yeah.
And Jordan unfortunately just gave them something to latch on to. But yeah, assuming this goes long enough, which I don't know that it will get this far, but I'd like it to. I'd love to do a season one day of all. I actually pitched this to Anna, but it would have to be a while down the line. All first and second vote out. So everyone who got voted out in the premiere of an episode. So a future season would see like Eddie, Nazario, Javi, Jordan return. But again, that's a while down the line.
That'd be exciting though.
Yeah, I have plans for the next 6 or the next 4, so up to season 6. But I need people, so we are recruiting, and I really do need, as much as you all are great, all of you people who've been around trivia for a while. I appreciate you all, and obviously I enjoy having you in the things we do. Otherwise, we wouldn't have you in the things we do. But I need a wider range of people in order for Virtual Survivor to work. So if you know someone who you think would be good, show them the show. Say, hey, worst case scenario, you hop on a call for an hour and meet some new people and branch out. Best case scenario, you win $100.
That's true.
So yeah,
exciting. I did not.
Yes, we are casting for season 3. I'd like an all new cast, and I'd really like to limit the amount of people that I know from this trivia space. So, like I said, if you know somebody and you think they'd be good, I'd be happy to meet with them and sort of explain what's going on. But I think one of the things that made this season so good were people like Megan and Brittany, quite frankly, and on the other side, Javi, and I'm trying to think the mix of people who are like diehard Survivor fans and not is what makes it really good. Because honestly, one of my biggest critiques of current like actual Survivor is that they're all just like super fans.
So they know how the game is hypothetically supposed to work.
Yeah. So like, and everyone likes it. Like everyone's like, "Oh, you voted me out. Great job." And it's like, hey. I'd love to have someone on there like Megan, who wasn't like offended when she got voted out, but she was just like, or T. T was a great example. Like T playing that, like anyone who's familiar with Survivor would have like kept it to themselves, held it on later. But like T just wanted to create drama, and I was here for it every day, like all day, every day. So it was great. So yes, casting for season 3. Don't quite know the shoot day yet. I had a plan. That plan might be changing. But if you know someone, let me know.
Yeah.
And congrats again to Brittany. She killed it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on the world of Survivor that you want to bring up?
No.
Okay.
Great.
Fandom Fights. You want to talk about
Fandom teams having Posse Galore 1. Great. Fandom singles. Move right along.
You guys played some good matches.
Listen, I am, I think, most proud of our win against No Ticket to Nether Realm.
Good
I think they are a very, very, very good team. And I did not think we would win that one. I thought we might be able to take on real. I thought there was a very real chance we lose to Real Breakdown, but I thought my stupid amount of experience would be able to like help carry Anna past their like very new to this experience. So when we won that, I was like, cool, this is as far as I really intended on us going. And then yeah, when we beat No Ticket, I was like, you got to be absolutely kidding me. But we did, and that happens. Not sometimes the thing, because like we have plans when we do the schedules.
Yeah.
Meaning we think this person's going to win and we think it'll lead to this outcome, and that'd be really cool. But also, if it doesn't happen, this outcome would be really cool. But every now and then someone comes in and just like spoils our plan. And it usually winds up being very cool. This one time I can definitively say it was not cool, and I was the one who did
it. That's funny. I liked it. I thought it was a good time, but yeah. I get where you're coming from.
Listen,
and Posse, like, okay, let's take away the Nick and Anna of it all. Posse played phenomenal.
I think if they played anyone, they could have won by knockout, but they definitely would have won no matter who they were playing on that day.
Yeah,
100%. So I don't take too much umbrage in the fact that we did not win. I am critical of myself, so I don't love that round 3 performance over anything else. But, and listen, Joe can say he beat me now. Congratulations, Joe. I outscored him in round 1, and I haven't played in years. So there's that.
You were pretty happy about that one. Okay.
One more thing. All I said, Anna did great. Anna deep cut some movies. She really did. Like Flushed Away she had down. Among like a couple others. I didn't want to give her the vast. I didn't want to give her half even, so I gave her like 3, and she had them down. My ability to deep cut is so. Yes, Hobby. Do we want to look at? Do we want to look at that though when that happens? Do you want us to go back and
yeah, that's true. Yeah, might
can we go back and check it out? Anyway,
might have to be annulled. Anyway,
Anna did great. I knew going. I was really upset when we won the contender match because I just knew there was no reason for her to be playing in a title match at this point. It's cool that she did.
Yeah,
like to be able to say that, no matter the circumstances surrounding it, is cool. But she's like just getting to know who plays who. She didn't know who played Ghost Rider. Like title match was not the place for her to be. That was really a test of myself of can I carry her to the finish line, and unfortunately we fell short. But Posse still insanely good.
Yeah. Anything else in teams that tickled your fancy as far as like fun matches and stuff?
I liked the Born Identity versus No Tickets. I believe that match will be referenced in a future match.
I did not enjoy the Born Identity versus the High Table.
I bet you didn't.
I did not enjoy that one.
There's a real possibility we could have gotten High Table, Dumb and Dumbledore 2.
Yeah, that was almost on the cards for a second. Yeah.
And fun fact, if Duel of the Fates had won against Posse Galore and dropped the belts, No Ticket would have been playing Rule of 2, and we would have wound up playing Posse Galore. So we got knocked out in a contender match instead of a title match. But yeah, when that didn't happen, I was like, well, shit.
That's funny. All right, singles, which is
oh wait, hang on, teams real quick. We had 2 debut matches, which we'll talk about. We'll talk about a little more when we get to the tournament, because the winners of those debut matches are in the tournament. But Mission Impossible, Mark, as we mentioned, got over his feud with Malcolm in Virtual Survivor to form a team. They played Unobtainiumable. Kirk Kolakowski returns to Fandom Fights.
Nice.
For the first time since the Jurassic Sharks. Teaming up with Mark, I think that's a good combination. I think chemistry's already there as far as like Fanzone and stuff goes. And yeah, it was a great match. It was a great debut match.
Yeah, both teams played really, really well. I think it went to the last question.
Went to the last question. It was a 1-point game, both in the 30s. Like, great match. And then we had a mystery match.
Oh God, I forgot about the mystery match.
Tyler's new team, along with Hobby, the Mighty Crabjoys, were going up against a mystery team. And welcome to prime time. That was Chadwick Webb, told us he wanted a new partner, and he suggested a legend to us as his teammate, and we said, okay, but this is gonna be a surprise. Hunter Chambliss returned to Fandom Fights. That victory still escaping him, but they looked pretty good against Mighty Crab. As good as one can look against Javi and Tyler.
Yeah, they were gross.
But yeah, I think they're prospects in the future. So both those losing teams, not to jump ahead to Act 5, but both those losing teams will actually play again. They'll play each other in Act 5. And I think that will be a very good match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Singles was where a lot of action happened.
A lot of action.
So I think obviously we have a title match to talk about.
Yes.
But prior to that, there were a lot of matches that were kind of sprinkled throughout. Well, maybe not sprinkled. Would you use the word sprinkled? Yeah, I'd use the word. The people in this title picture were great, and they were all people who we hadn't seen challenge for the singles belt before, if I'm not mistaken, right, Nick? Is that correct?
No, David was in there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So a lot of people that hadn't, though.
Yes.
And it ended in a contender match that I was super excited about. I think we were both super excited about, which was Ryan Payne and Kaiser Huang. I believe that was the second time they played. Yeah. And it's a really good match. It's a good one. A lot of people had to fall to get it there. Like Eli, Ryan beat Eli. Eli's challenged for the belt before. Forgot about that. Long time ago. But
yeah, Eli was in there.
Yeah. But then Payson Johnson was in the mix, and he's always a wild card, playing well. And then on the other side too, you had Joseph and Antonio, and like they had to play each other, and that was a nice little civil war there. So just lots of good matches leading up to that contender match. Kaiser wins the contender match, goes on to play Tyler, and what?
Tune in next week to round 4 when we find out what happened with
I was gonna say, like, why? What?
No. Here's the deal. Every now and then, so like, I'm gonna try not to bash on too many people, but a long time ago, when schedules were done, by others, you'd have a lot of the same people challenging over and over and over and over again. Not saying that's not happening. Like Rue is literally on track to challenge 3 times this year alone. But I like to put in pictures, almost what I call like buffer pictures. What does that mean? Am I putting people that don't deserve to challenge for the title? I certainly don't think so. But am I putting people in a position to challenge for the title without those bigger names in their way? Yes. So this picture, so like Act 2 was an example of that. Igor makes it to the title match, doesn't have to play your Joes, your Rues, your Kastners, anything like that. And then Igor challenges for the title and almost wins. And Igor puts himself in that category of your Joes, your Rues, your Kastners.
Yeah, that's fair.
Act 2 and 4 are traditionally those kinds, sometimes Act 1 as well, but they're traditionally those kinds of acts. And a lot of people say, like, well, that's not fair if Kaiser gets to challenge for the title because he didn't have to go through like Joe and the best and Rue and Kastners, and Hobby. I'll throw Hobby in there. But every now and then you get an act like that and the person shows you why they deserved the shot in the first place, because we have a new champion
Yeah.
in the form of Kaiser Wang. Everybody, including us this year, thought Tyler was unbeatable. We thought he was the new Brittany, the new Joe, in the sense that he was just going to hold the belt for a very, very long time and never let it go.
Well, and sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
He still could be Brittany in this scenario, because this was
Sure.
could have been the start of the reign of Kaiser, or this could be Tyler's Abel beats Brittany moment.
Sure. But what I mean is, we looked at the matches Tyler had won this year, beating Joe, beating Rue twice in almost sudden death, or at least the last question, beating Igor in one of the closest matches, and now Igor is a team's champion. And no offense to our champion, who obviously our minds are thinking about him differently now, but I kind of looked at Kaiser as like the weakest of those challengers, in the sense that he was the only one that's never held a belt. Rue and Igor, teams champions. Kaiser had never really made it before. Igor, it was his first time, but Joe has been the singles champion. Rue has challenged for it multiple times. So not to say that Kaiser is weak, but of the challengers this year, I was kind of like, this is probably an easy one for Tyler. But that's why you can't think like that, because dude brought his A game. Tyler slipped once or twice, and it turns out that's all you need when you're on your A game. And Kaiser is now the champion. And I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, his name is in the history books as far as Fandom Fights goes. And it was exciting. It was one of those, even rewatching it while editing it, I was just like, and I don't get me wrong, I love Tyler Birch. Like, obviously it's hard when like we're friends with these people as well. So it sucks to see my friend Tyler lose, but I was smiling editing it. I'm like, and Kaiser hit this question and Tyler missed it, and now we're gonna move on to the next. It's just like, it was such a good match. It was
not to talk about myself, but I love that aspect of things. Even when I was playing, I remember playing Mark, and I wanted Mark to beat me so bad. As a player, I couldn't just like let that happen. But I was like, how cool would it be if Mark beat me? And honestly, that same act, I was proven right when Dummies beat us.
Yeah.
And they had a very similar scenario to Mark, of like the super big underdog, or to Kaiser, the super big underdog getting a shot at the title and capitalizing on it. So it's very cool to watch as a fan. And yeah, another cool thing, this makes Rule of Two, the team, the second team to have two singles champions on it, but the only team with two singles champions that have never won the team's championship.
Interesting.
I know, it's crazy.
That is an interesting statistic.
It is.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Look at you. You started all like this. Now you're talking stats and you're smiling. You're happy.
Sure, I like stats.
Yeah, that's fair. There was other stuff that happened in fandom and singles in the act. Obviously, like the big story was the Kaiser and Tyler match, but I think we had a fun, like Matt Thomas. Him and Daniel Lovelace played. They're both great rookies. Matt's been phenomenal, just a great addition, and so is Daniel. But Matt messages me about Avatar, so he goes up a peg for me. But just like some all around, I think Act 4 tends to be one every year that's like, we're just going through and we're in Act 4, we're almost to the end. But this one I felt like was a little underrated. Like, and it's, I mean, obviously it's soon to tell, but you have Fandom Jeopardy. Almost forgot about that. That was fun.
That was a very fun time. All credit goes to Javi. And we had such a fun time doing it that you may be seeing it again.
Ooh. Yeah, he's a little bit of a madman, that Javi.
Indeed.
Love it. So anyway, good stuff. What do we have to look forward to in Act 5, Nick? What is all this set up?
There was one other thing in Act 4, but we'll actually talk about it as part of Act 5.
Oh.
So first, we'll start with teams. First, we'll start with teams. It's the teams tournament. It's the return of the teams tournament. Last year, typically, typically, the fall teams tournament happens in the fall. It's happened almost every year. Last year, we took a break, tried something new, introduced WOT, did like a half teams tournament with a single tournament. This year, we said, you know what? We did a cool thing for the summer with Alpha and Omega. We had a teams frenzy. Let's do something cool with singles. We'll go back to basics with teams and do our 16 seed teams tournament. And so we've done that. Everyone has been placed. This is based off. This is another reason why I'm really mad we won the contender match, because everyone wanted to play in the teams tournament. That would have been fun. But now we don't get to, but other teams do. And we're going to go through the rankings right now. We'll start at number 16. Believe this, Matt. Yes. So some assembly required played Blockbuster Video in Act 4. Blockbuster Video lost, knocking them down to the 16 seed. So they will be bringing up the rear. For 15, we have a team. This is how stacked this team's tournament is, quite frankly. As at number 15 is Flurkin Shit Up, who've played in a contender match this year already. But unfortunately have found themselves in a string of losses that has led them to number 15. Number 14 is a team that is challenged for the team's title and has a Hall of Famer on the team. It's the High Table. Again, they found fast success, got to a title match very quickly, and then had to play at that level, and unfortunately got knocked down a few pegs, 14 to be exact.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, they found themselves on the wrong side of the river. Number 13 is going to be a rookie team. What? Are you okay?
Are we playing wrong side of the river?
Yeah. We'll get there. Number 14 is going to be a rookie, or number 13 is going to be a rookie team. Popcorn Prodigies. They played Telemere to Tom back in Act 3. And they won, so they're coming in at 1-1 at number 13. And we would have been playing them if we didn't make the contender match. I wanted that more than anything, but it's okay. Didn't. Number 12, rookie team. First new rookie team is Unobtainable in Mark Menchaca and Kurt Kolakowski. It's getting kind of easier to say.
It is. I edited a match featuring them last night, and maybe it was this match. Maybe it was their tournament match. I don't know. But yeah, no, I had to type it like 18 times. Anyway.
That's missing a stat. I will fix that later. Cool. Number 11, the other new rookie team, the Mighty Crabjoys, perhaps the most stacked 11 seed we've ever seen. I think Guns and Ships was an 11 seed one year, and they made it to the finals. So that's cool. Number 10, another rookie team, Real Breakdown. They beat the other rookie team, the Underminers, in Act 4 to essentially secure a spot in this tournament if they didn't make it to the title match. So they didn't, so they're number 10. And number 9, we have We're Mary Poppins, y'all. Have not seen them since Act 3 when they lost to Dumbledore. So they find themselves at number 9. Going up against number 8, Escape from Melee. Also have not seen them since Act 3 when they lost to No Ticket to Netherrealm. So that's the 8 and 9 seed. I think that's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
Number 7 seed playing number 10 Real Breakdown is Some Assembly Required, coming fresh off their win against Blockbuster Video. Number 6, we have Pinheads making a return. I want to say they played in Act 3. Yes, they played Cabin 66 recently in Act 3. Unfortunately lost that, but still gives them enough to be the number 6 seed. Number 5 seed is going to be Cabin 66. Coming off that win against the Pinheads. Clearly, that helped them. They're above them now.
Yes.
Pinheads will be playing Mighty Crabjoys. Cabin 66 will be playing Unobtainable. So it's tested teams versus untested teams, but all with all individual players with a stupid amount of prior experience.
I do hear, though, I was told this recently, that Kirk, half of unobtainable, has never lost in round 1 of a Fandom tournament. So that's
what I hear as well, Tim.
I mean, it's going to be a lot for Cabin. But anyway, go on.
Agreed. Getting into the top 4, number 4 is going to be the Born Identity. Winning against...
Good for them.
Yeah, I think they're a great team. They did lose to Rule of 2 earlier in the year, but that's a tough match. They were one of the standout teams in WOT. WOT really helped their record, allowed them to play a team caliber of Rule of 2. That's a tough match. But then they come into this picture in Act 4, and they beat the High Table. That's a very impressive win. And they narrowly beat No Ticket to NetherRealm, who went on to play in a contender match. So I think they're a great team. I think they have a good shot, especially since they're going up against Popcorn Prodigies, who we would have been the number 4 seed if we didn't win. And I was just ready to take my friends to school, show them what
you did want that really bad.
I would have had Anna sit in the corner, answer no questions, while I just destroy my friends. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Love you guys. Thanks for playing. Keep playing. And then we get into what I would call the big 3 of the tournament. Number 3, former teams champion, wrong side of the river. We'll be playing the High Table. That's not a gimme match for a number 3 seed.
Well, that's nice of you.
I think, frankly, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna put in the work.
Great.
Yeah.
Number 2. Once again at the 2. I think the last time they were in a teams tournament, they were the 2 seed. It's Rule of 2. Obviously, Wrong River and Rule of 2. Last time we saw them was the 4-way teams title, coming in 3rd and 4th place respectively. Rule of 2 will be playing Flurkin shit up. Again, not an easy round 1 match. No. And then number 1, No Ticket to NetherRealm. Rookie team of the year at this moment. Obviously, they're number 1. They're the highest ranked rookie team, number 1 in the teams tournament. Played in 2 contender matches so far. We'll be going up against Blockbuster Video. I believe you need experience to beat Blockbuster Video, because if not, they can get into your head.
They get in my head every time.
And while Antonio and Joseph both have experience, they only have this season as a team. Will it be enough to overcome? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's your tournament.
There you go. Boom. Love it.
Yeah. No, like I said, it's exciting. I don't think any of these matches are gimme matches by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah.
I can think of a couple that are. That's what that's.
Well, that's not nice.
No, it's well, Jack and Eddie are, unless they've been going to work. I don't know.
They'll do fine.
Okay. Singles. Nick alluded to this earlier. There was a match at the end of Act 4 that kind of sets up the singles picture.
Yeah.
We had a seeding match for a ladder, a singles ladder. Very exciting. Nick, who are the 6 people in that ladder?
In that ladder is Joe Farley, Amaru Moses, Igor Kosick, Robert Kastner, Javi Madden, Ryan Payne. Ryan Payne having just played in the contender match to the now champion Kaiser Wang. Javi Madden having made it to the finals of the singles tournament in the summer. Robert Kastner, former singles champion. Igor Kosick challenged for the belt in Act 2 and current teams champion. Amaru Moses challenged twice for the singles belt and teams belt this year alone, and the former teams champion. And Joe Farley, former singles 3-time teams champion now, with a new team as well. So a
murderer's row is
the elite. Yes. The elite of what we have at the moment.
One could say the alpha.
Yes, apart from Tyler and Kaiser, obviously. They all played, and that match was great.
Yeah,
it ended almost exactly as one would think, but the way we got there was not what one would think. So if I'm going into that match, I'm predicting, okay, I'm gonna go Joe, Rue, Igor, Kastner, Javi, Ryan, because that's what they were ranked. Going into that was their rankings.
Probably fair. Yeah.
There were many points throughout the match where I was like, oh my God, Javi's going to win. And oh my God, Rue's in like second to last.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ryan's beating people. But ultimately, at the end, kind of fell the way everyone thought, except Javi and Ryan switched, but it didn't really matter because the last two spots played on the first rung anyway.
One of my favorite things with that match, and this is really fun, and I implore you all, if you are, well, maybe not implore, because I don't want to promote alcoholism, but I think for this, I'm going to a little bit. A really fun game is to watch that match, and every time Javi says frick, do a shot. It is very entertaining. Every wheel spin, frick. Every category red, frick. It's good. It's good.
We
It's
asked who deactivates C3PO's memory, and he goes, Bob, frick.
Oh my God. Okay. But they're all, yeah, we kind of just set out the outcome of that ladder
So
with those six people.
it landed almost exactly as the rankings would suggest. But again, it's a great match, and throughout the match, you're not sure it's going to go that way.
Are we going to see that first match, Javi and Ryan, this week, Nick? I believe we are.
We are not.
No, it's next week.
No.
Oh,
Are you like doing it like a bit?
no, am I being stupid?
Yes. So for the first 4 weeks, we're not going to see the ladder until 5 weeks in.
Oh, okay, great.
So before we talk about the ladder, there's some other singles matches. They don't pertain.
No, I was not doing a bit at all. I was being dead serious. I wasn't looking.
They don't pertain to this picture. They may pertain to future pictures, perhaps. But there are just more chances for people who either haven't played a whole lot this year or actually that's mostly it. Who haven't played a whole lot this year to get another chance to play. You're gonna have rookies Mark Pover and Josh Forbes facing off. Rookies Spencer Redford and Sky Hodge facing off. Zaddy Smith's gonna play Spence. Nazario will play Alex. Eric versus Richie. Jack versus John Marr. Jay versus Dylan. Jeremy Potters versus Zachary Shelton. And then later on in the act, we'll have Will Cohen versus Brian Nussbaum, Andrew Barr versus JD Domash, Anthony Tisdall versus Matthew Chen, and then the winners of round 1 of the Omega tournament will return on the week before final act. Jim Green will play Alec Miller, Chadwick Webb will play Mike Hanley. Those are all the other singles matches in Act 5, not pertaining to the singles ladder, which we will talk about now. So starting at the same time as the team's quarterfinals, so round 2 of the team's tournament is when the ladder will start. And it's going to start with the number 5 seed, Ryan Payne, going up against the number 6 seed, Javi Madden, for the third time. The third time these two guys are playing one-on-one. And then the winner of that will climb the rung to Robert Kastner. Winner of that will climb the rung to Igor Kosick. Winner of that will climb the rung to Rue. And winner of that will climb the rung to Joe. Joe winning the 6-way play-in got him a win on his record and an automatic contender match at the end of the singles ladder. So whoever wins that ladder will come out to play the new champion, Kaiser Wang. Yeah. So, bet you're wondering, but what's it called?
The act.
I know you were wondering that.
I
we have a 16-team tournament. We have a ladder that you need to climb if you'd like to make it anywhere. We're basically make you earn it with every step. So all you can do in order to win that is take it one step at a time, one round at a time. I know I'm doing it out of order. Or, of course, one punch at a time. Act 5, one punch at a time, is not only the name of the act, but it's also the advice we're giving to everyone, either in round 1 of a tournament or at the bottom of the ladder. That's how you should take it. And you could find yourself calling Sylvester Stallone Unk.
Love it. Nick, I think that about does it.
That does do it for Act 5. Almost. Not a huge announcement, but obviously it will lead to the final act, the 5th final act we have done here at Fandom Fights. So Final Act 5 will feature Posse Galore defending their title against the team's tournament winners, Kaiser Wang defending his title against the ladder winner, among other things that will be announced at a later time.
I think we can leave it at that.
Yeah. But right now, you can go look at the schedule. Schedule rankings are live on the website, tbntinc.com for both Fandom and Fanzone. So you can go check that out. And that just about does it. And that's it, right? Go.
See you next time. That's what I was getting at before with my that was the joke I was trying to make, and then you actually
There's nothing else.
You did have something else up your sleeve. We will do a Q&A. If you have questions, throw them in. We're going to now talk about what is to come to fandom in 2026. Some changes, some stuff, all important if you are a player or someone who wants to play, all information to know. So if you have questions about it, or we might pose questions to you, make sure to comment. We'll mark it and get to it when we can. So this is always fun or stressful, how you look at it. We've kind of put ourselves in a box, making us shake it up every year.
It's a malleable box. We have the ability to shape and form it, and we've done so.
Yeah, so I think to start out, the thing that we have heard the most in the last...
And said the most, quite frankly.
Year, more than that, probably 2 almost.
Yeah.
Is that there's a certain category that's getting a little tight.
Listen,
and
they abandoned the prequels. They moved to a shitty show that no one's going to watch. So the category, as much as we thought it would grow, is unfortunately not.
Wizarding World is going away. The category is going away.
Yeah.
But like Middle Earth, when Middle Earth was a category, it is not going away from Fandom Fights, because obviously we love Wizarding World. Nick and I are both big fans of Harry Potter. And so we would love to keep it. And we are going to. It is just moving to a new category. That category is YA. So it's going to move into YA. It is now going to be a part of YA, along with Chronicles of Narnia, Maze Runner, Hunger Games, Divergent, and Twilight. So those will be the franchises in there. So you will still get your Wizarding World fix. It will just not be its own category. Yeah, it just won't be its own category anymore. But it is still going to be in Fandom Fights. But that does open up a space for a new category. And we got to put something.
Oh, wait! Tim. Oh. Before we do that,
there's more to add.
There's other stuff that's happening, Tim.
Why do we? Okay, all right.
So we always want to be intentional.
Yes,
we want to just throw whatever we want in there. We want the changes to make sense. We want categories to grow. We want to try and avoid categories being any. Like, and sometimes it's impossible. There's like 60-something Disney animated movies, and there's only like 15 Worlds of DC movies, so it's tough. There's 16 now. But I think forming a category and making it something very good, and in line with everything else we're kind of going with, is something we are trying to do. And so we've done that. I would call it we've enhanced 2 categories. Though, don't think you're as a player, you might be like, I have to watch more shit now. But maybe it'll be fun shit. Who knows? I think we should start with
pew pew.
Well, that applies to both.
The one I forgot about at first.
Okay, great. We'll do that.
Okay, great.
We came up with, so me and Tim have these like rules. And I say rules, meaning like they're guidelines we kind of try and stand by so that everything's sort of uniform. But again, they're not hard and fast rules. We don't release them as like this has to be this.
Yeah.
One of those like not hard and fast, but something we were trying to follow was limiting categories to no more than 6 franchises. However, we think there's one that we could stretch to 7. One, based on the amount of movies that were already in it, the lengths of the franchises that were already in it, and the God damn it, Javi. And the amount of material for this category. Yes, Law and Order is expanding, not by much, but we wanted to get in this sort of. We don't have any video presentations or anything like that.
What Nick is trying to. Yes, we don't have any videos or anything, but I do want to just add to what Nick was saying. Law and Order, Rush Hour's 3 movies, Lethal Weapon is 4 movies. That's what he was getting at with, like, we have franchises in there that fit and they make sense and we like them and we don't want to move any of them out of there. They're all just like low. So adding a 7th, it makes sense to try to expand. So we're moving from there were 23 movies in Law and Order. We're adding 5 more. And yeah, now go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, we're adding 5 more. It may not be the ones you expected, but when we look, there's kind of this general genre missing, I think, from fandom. And that genre is concerning one man named Clint Eastwood. We've both felt fandom needs some Clint Eastwood. So, the timeless, what's it called? Law and Order franchise, Dirty Harry, will indeed be coming to Law and Order.
Yes.
That brings us up to 7, but the category itself still has fewer films than a lot of the other amalgam categories we have. So that's how we sort of okayed ourselves to be like, I think we can add this.
Well, we talked to a lot of people because, truth be told, like Nick and I know a lot of stuff about all of the franchises in fandom. But prior to them being added to fandom, sometimes we don't know. And Nick and I talked to a few different people about this franchise in particular, who all agreed it would be an excellent fit. So that is why we are going that route. Okay. So that's getting added to Law and Order. That's got to be all, right?
That's it for Law and Order, yes. But that's not all, Tim.
What?
That was slightly mildly irritating.
I think this next one's fun.
You wait. A sister to Law and Order. It's equal in the dark as Law and Order is in the light. It's Criminal Underworld. Criminal Underworld, very great category pitched by one Javi Madden, I think 2 years ago at this point. Is great, honestly. It's fantastic. It's let me just add blazing sandals. It's a great category. I believe we can add some stuff to it. So we are not only adding one thing, we're adding 2 things to Criminal Underworld.
This is true.
One will make someone really happy. The other will make that same person very, very upset.
Want to kill this.
Let's preface this. Criminal Underworld. What is it? It's a category of film franchises that have successfully built a world, a literal underworld of crime. The Ocean's trilogy is all about heists. You know who the heists are. The people who take part in the heists all know each other. They know how to get in contact with each other to come together and pull off the heists. John Wick is maybe the best example of a criminal underworld. Like has built an underworld of crime better than I think any movie franchise ever, quite frankly. And Fast and Furious, as silly and goofy as it is, has built a network of intelligence and spies off of an underground racing film. When you think about it, those things don't necessarily have a lot to do with each other than the world they've built. So we kind of sat back and decided any criminal underworld should be available to choose for this category. So we picked 2 things that couldn't be further away from each other. And unfortunately, Javi Madden has spoiled them both. We are adding Despicable Me and the Minions, which really makes me hurt, and the Godfather trilogy. Because who doesn't want to see Vito Corleone go up against Scarlet Overkill?
Did you pull Scarlet Overkill out of your ass, or
I
did
did.
you?
I just threw that one out. So,
Yeah, full transparency. There was behind the scenes, we were talking originally, and I don't want to say what the idea was, but we had another idea for a category that isn't coming this year. But we decided originally, like in that category that's not happening, we were going to move John Wick, and we had like all these different ideas, and then eventually we were just like, nah, fuck it. Like Nick's explanation was great. Like all of these things, there's crime is at the center of our characters. And Godfather and Despicable Me are maybe the most like prevalent ones that we didn't have in there yet.
Which is crazy because they're so different from each other, but to think that they would be linked in this way is cool. But yeah, now you see, I see a lot of Now You See Me's coming up. There's only 2 movies. The third one's coming out, but it's a very new franchise. I like it. The second one's meh.
I like it too.
I'd like to give that one more time as a franchise to breathe. We'll see how the third one does. Maybe it spawns more fandom, but Harry Potter's amazing, but okay.
Avatar, we do have the third Avatar coming, and the thing is though with Avatar is that the fandom of Avatar is way bigger than the fandom of Now You See Me, which doesn't disqualify Now You See Me. It's something that we definitely would like to get in the mix. It's just with Avatar, even before the second movie was even released, it was
announced there was going to be 5 movies. We noted it as an exception of a franchise with 2 movies that we would add, knowing that more would be coming, and the fact that they're very long films.
That's true.
That
Dune has 3, but there's the original Dune is in Fandom Fights, so we do have 3 Dune films. Yeah. So those are well. So hang on. So that brings Criminal Underworld up from where'd my list go? There we go. I believe it adds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 films. So and I should say this, even though I think our players know, but just because we have so many new people and stuff, I do want to say that we always go theatrical cut. So like Godfather Part 3, I know there's like a newer director's cut that is very like one of the only ways to watch it now, streaming and stuff, but theatrical is still the way we're going to go. I looked, there's still places you can stream it and watch it for free and whatnot, but the most readily available edition, at least streaming, is the director's cut, but just make sure you're watching the theatrical. They're pretty close to being the same. They're not that different, but anyway.
Tim will have all eligible versions of the movies on Letterboxd, which we will share.
Yeah, the Letterboxd list will come out as soon as the video's done. I've got it ready, so I'll post that in the Facebook group.
But Tim, we moved Wizarding World. There's only 19 categories.
Yes.
No, I don't
like that number 19. I think
I hate it.
Oh, sorry.
I dislike it.
Okay.
So we should have 20.
Yeah, probably.
What do you think it's going to be?
Just Austin Powers.
Yes.
Oh,
great. No. We took a lot of time. So this took a long time. We were like Criminal Underworld. I was at one point I was like, no, we can either do The Godfather or Despicable Me, not both. And then eventually I was like, no, that kind of makes the category more well-rounded. We had a whole other category pitched with like several different franchises that we wound up kind of scrapping and maybe picking up later on. But this was kind of something we wanted to do. Several years ago, Tim and I believe we can take credit for this, created the category horror icons. At that point in time, Fandom Fights was a lot of animation, comic book movies, and like action-y spy movie. Like not a lot of diversity of genre.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi, yeah. And we were kind of sitting there like, horror has a huge fandom and there is zero representation. We had that same conversation again when trying to pick the new category. We kind of sat and said, if we can have 4 categories of comic book movies, 3 categories of animation, 2 categories of spies, James Bond, American Spies, 2 categories of like crime, law and order, criminal underworld, why not 2 categories of horror? So, apologies if this upsets you, as if you are not a horror fan, but we have added another horror category.
Yes.
While Jason, Michael, and Freddy sort of represent the slashers of the horror genre, the iconic characters, this category might make you lose a little bit more sleep. At the moment, I believe Tim and I decided this name is not set in stone. So if you have a better name you want to send our way, let us know.
Like with Galaxy Quests, we are bad at naming things.
Yeah.
And what's that? Everything Rude doesn't care. No, that is not our intention. But like with Galaxy Quest, we're bad at naming things, so we will open it up for some ideas.
You're gonna make it to a title match, or like again?
Just so I can make you guys deep cut minions. That's funny. You should marry that girl. She's funny.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway.
The new category that we've decided to call it the paranormal. This specifically holds franchises of paranormal horror. Now, when we were making this category, we thought of a lot of different franchises that could go into it. Obviously, horror is a big fandom. They're not expensive movies to make, ergo, there are a lot of horror franchises that have continued on because they have enough of a fan backing to make them worth continuing to make. So, the paranormal will include 3 franchises, and I will let Tim explain them from here. As if you play us, might want to use this one, unless Tim becomes weird and wants to watch all these as well. But
I mean, she probably will. Not as many boobies. But okay, so the 3 that are going to be in here, and like Nick said, there were a ton that we thought of that kind of fit and made sense, but these were the 3, like Michael, Freddy, and Jason, who are like the horror icons as far as like slashers go. I felt especially, and Nick I think agreed, that these were kind of the 3 will minions be in. That's very funny. These 3 were kind of the ones that we really felt were the ones that we wanted. They're the ones with the biggest fandoms and the ones that we really wanted to put in there, and they all kind of share a theme, and so we'll talk about that. So that is The Exorcist. So in my opinion, the first Exorcist is the scariest movie ever made. People disagree with that. Maggie thinks it's bad. Like, she likes the movie, but she doesn't get scared by it at all. So I guess it's just taste. But that is 5 movies. I believe this list. I should probably pull it up. But we have The Exorcist, Heretic, which is Exorcist 2, Exorcist 3, and then Exorcist the Beginning, and the newest one, which is a pile of shit, Exorcist Believer, I believe is what it is called. Absolute garbage. So those 5 films will be Exorcist. The second franchise in here is The Omen. So you have The Omen, the original, which I believe I might be getting into some trivia ahead of time. I believe is directed by Richard Donner. That might be a good mixed bag question. And then we have Damien, Omen 2, and Omen 3, The Final Conflict. Then there is a 2000s remake of The Omen that will be in here. And then the first Omen, the prequel, which came out last year. Excellent film. Love that movie. So yeah, very spooky stuff. I bet you can see the correlation between them. The third is the Conjuring franchise. So 10 films from the Conjuring. It is going to be the first Conjuring, the Conjuring 2, Annabelle. So I guess all 4 Conjuring movies, including the new one that's in theaters right now. It'll be ready to go by the time the next season starts. So all 4 Conjuring movies, all 3 Annabelle films, both Nun films, and The Curse of La Llorona. Which I was talking to someone else in the community about that movie, and they said, well, that's not really part of the Conjuring universe. And then I watched the movie, and there are literally characters, and Annabelle is in the movie. So I think it originally was shot to not be, and they like re-edited it to throw it in last minute. But anyway, that's 10 movies right there. And total, you have a 20 movie category. Now,
what a perfect time to announce this, Tim. It's about to be October.
Yeah, spooky season. Watch some stuff. Yeah. Oh, I thought you had more to say. So yeah, obviously the correlation, like when we were talking about this, the correlation is obviously, yes, you have Michael, Freddy, and Jason, which is, there are very scary movies in there. I attest to the original Halloween is very scary, and the original Nightmare on Elm Street, but on the whole, the franchises become goofy, a little goofy. They're fun movies that you can watch. Whereas these are all pretty intense. There's some of them that are not good. The first Annabelle is not good. But they all have a much darker, serious tone. And they all are focused on, Satan, religious horror, demons, ghosts, that type of stuff. Again, there were other franchises in the running. They will more than likely be added eventually.
Yeah, we wanted to say because it's been a lot, and we know that. Sitting down watching a good action flick, like anyone can do that. Sitting down and watching a scary movie is not easy for everyone. So we know we're asking a lot, so we limited ourselves to the 3 franchises to start. We'll see how the category does.
Plus, again, we to reiterate too, I felt, and I think Nick agrees. Well, actually, I think Nick is the one that said this the first time, so I shouldn't take credit. But these are the 3 that, like, of everything we came up with, that really, like, they were the ones that felt the most connected and the ones that have the biggest fandoms. So they were the ones that we wanted to throw in first.
So it's Halloween season. You have something to watch now. Horror icons will stay as it is. I know everyone asks every year. There's just a lot of movies in that category already, and we have not really done with them yet. Like, there's still a lot to be asked. So that will stay as is. But we've added quite a bit more horror. So if that excites you, you're a Mike Hanley or a John Marr out there, your chances of winning a fandom match just went up.
Yeah, that's fair. So to recap, Wizarding World is moving to YA. We are adding Dirty Harry to Law and Order, all 5 films in the Dirty Harry franchise. Who the names of those films I will memorize eventually, once I've seen them. Going into Criminal Underworld are Despicable Me and the Minions and The Godfather. And rounding us out as our new category, the Paranormal, which, again, if you have a better name, hit me up, man.
It's not set in stone.
Comment. I am going to post the letterbox list now. The list is on my page now. I will share it to the Facebook group shortly. But we got 616 films. Ooh, if only we had 50 more, then this would have been really spooky. So not removing anything once again, but also Nick and I we've talked about it. There's actually something this year that we almost took out completely, but we didn't.
Yeah. And I don't want to just pad the amount of films we have. That's not what I want. But like, there's a day, like I could see a day where we hit 1,000 movies in Fandom Fights, but I'd like to keep it under that number.
Yeah, I would too.
That's probably when I'd go, Tim, this is bad. But 600 is more than enough to keep you occupied. And yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So obviously the 2026 season will kick off in 2026. We still have more to do in 2025, but all of these films we just announced getting added won't be eligible until then. And also in that list that I posted, it does include some movies from this year that haven't been released yet, but by the time we start playing, more than likely will be. But once I have more firmer dates on that, so we're talking Predator Badlands, Zootopia 2, Avatar, Fire and Ash, when we have a better sense of when those are going to be eligible, we will make that call. But for now, they're on the list. Yes, Nick.
Speaking of 2026, later this week, we will be putting up a post for new people.
Oh, yes, good call.
So if you'd like to play Fandom, either as a team or as a singles player, in Fanzone 2, potentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look for that sign-up post. Sign up on... when I come to bed, I can't. That's funny. Look for that sign-up post. Sign up if you're playing. If you don't have a team and you want a team, find someone, comment together, or comment that you're open for business if you're looking for a teammate. This is again where I will say try and bring some people. Like this year, we had great rookies in the form of Mark, Josh, Daniel, Matt, Nick, Eddie, Jack, Spencer, Redford, Sky, all people who were brought in by people who are currently here. So if you know people who you think would like this, please reach out and get them to sign up. Worst case scenario, they come play one match, they hate it, they don't have to play it. Like, we won't be offended. But would love to get some new blood. So yeah.
Yeah.
U's and A's.
Yeah, if anybody has them. Is there anything while we're waiting, we'll give a couple minutes. What happens tomorrow?
Spoiler alert, Mark's team's match is shooting tomorrow. Wizarding World Mark will stay the same for the rest of this year. So all the changes we just said will take effect in 2026.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah. Again, like Nick said, nothing is out of the question. Saw is obvious. I love Saw. Saw is one of my all-time favorites. It's obviously something I would love to have. But right now, like Nick said, horror icons, we're still feeling pretty good about it. So I know it seems crazy for those of you who get asked the questions, but as the people who write it, we feel pretty good about it. When can we get Hellboy in? That's an interesting question. We've never really talked about Hellboy, I don't think.
We would.
I mean, I like Hellboy, but
fine.
Yeah, we've not discussed it. If it's something you're passionate about, hit me with a pitch. What did Rue said? How much did y'all really not want me to challenge anywhere strengths weekend and weaknesses added? Oh boy.
To be quite frankly, Rue, it's like 50 to 60% your fault that we had to move Wizarding World because it's just been asked to death, mostly by you.
a lot of people, but yeah.
Yes.
But no, our intention is never to hurt specific
And
players.
quite frankly, I'll be straight up. Everything we have added. Oh, this is gonna out me as a fake film fan.
You haven't seen anything that we've added?
No. I was gonna say everything we've added, I either don't like or haven't seen. But it's not about what Nick and Tim like. It's about the general idea of a fandom. I've not seen The Godfather Part 2 or Part 3. I've seen the first Godfather. Did not care for the God. Did not care for the God. No, I'm just kidding. I'm quoting Family Guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought it insists upon
It
itself.
insists upon itself.
That's right. Oh my god.
You haven't seen. No, I couldn't make it to the ending. You haven't seen. That's the best part.
Ballerina is part of Criminal Underworld, I believe.
Yeah, it currently is.
Yeah, I thought I did, but yes, it is. It is currently in. And I keep landing on it. Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's what I mean.
The Raid, I believe there are only 2 films. I could be wrong about that. I don't know, but if there were ever more, it would definitely fit, and I would.
Oh, cool. I don't know.
Be very interested in it. Both films are awesome. Yeah, it insists upon itself. Ip Man. That is one that I think you brought up, Nick, actually, as something. I've not seen them, but I'm pretty sure they're like martial arts movies and kind of are, and so maybe Javi can
I don't think I brought that up unless I was like reading a list of
I think that's what it was. It was one of those situations. And
Fight Night, I will say we wouldn't mind expanding in the future. I think it's good right now. Given that it's brand new. Wouldn't mind expanding it in the future, but Fight Night is a very sort of specified thing where obviously we have a lot of movies where people fight. Like every comic book movie there's a fight in it. Fight Night is very specific around like main event fight happens later in the movie. Like it's all building around like 2 characters fighting, tournaments, things like organized fights in one way or another. So if there's anything like that.
Yeah.
Brian. Like I would love to make fandom spoof work. I pitch it almost every year, but I can't even. If you come up with a pitch that we like for it, that'd be great. But there's just so much like not spoofed, and there's stuff that's spoofed to heck. Like Spaceballs would fit, but Spaceballs also spoofs like Wizard of Oz. So it's like
superhero movie, like
all of that, like all of that stuff. Do we include that?
The Naked Gun,
scary movie, Naked Gun, Austin Powers, Galaxy Quest. I think is a great spoof on Star Trek.
Yeah,
but it's also just kind of like a movie within itself. Like it's really tough to nail fandom spoof down, but I would love to do that one day.
It's something we've talked about many times. So, yeah.
Paranormal Activity we talked about. Potentially in the future.
Yeah. What I was going to ask Nick while we're waiting for any other questions to come in is what of the new stuff is there one that like you are actually looking forward to checking out?
I look forward to seeing the Godfather trilogy in its entirety. I think that'll be nice. I once argued when I debated. It was a long time ago. I once debated that Minions, the first one, was the worst movie ever made. And I was arguing against Son of the Mask. I can't remember who I was arguing against. I think
terrible movie.
Asher. And he was arguing like the Minions made $1 billion and no one saw Son of the Mask. And I was like, yes, correct. The Minions has dumbed an entire generation of children are now dumber for having seen this film, and it's taking over the lives of everyday individuals who have to see those stupid yellow fuckers everywhere they go. And I won that debate handedly, and I still feel that way. But again, it's not about what me.
You don't like any of the Despicable Me movies?
The first two are.
I was gonna say I like the first two. I think I don't know that I would go far as to say shockingly good. I would say it is shockingly way better than the first one.
I haven't seen it. I saw the first three and the first Minions.
And I think the third Despicable Me is quite bad. And 4 is whatever. So
and I think I saw the first Conjuring and the first Annabelle, and I'm not a horror fan, but I can acknowledge that at least the first Conjuring is a well-made film. I'm excited to watch The Exorcist. That's one that I've never seen. That's like always been talked about, kind of thing.
Love it.
So yeah, I just can't wait for Unobtainable to put Criminal Underworld on the wheel, and we ask Kirk like, who plays Michael Corleone in Godfather Part 1 or whatever. And he goes, oh, perfect. This person. Final answer. Great. Kirk, 2 points. In The Rise of Gru.
Yep, pretty much.
How many times is the word banana uttered?
Those are two very different questions. I would also love to see the Muppets make a return to fandom. It's always like Nick with the spoofs thing. It's got to be the right time and it's got to make sense, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we can't just like be putting random crap together because we like it and we're like, look, all this random, like it's got to make sense. Like someone who is new to the game has to be able to like see the category Criminal Underworld and not be shocked when we throw like a John Wick, a Despicable Me, a Godfather at them, versus if we just did some kind of like weird thing, because the Muppets isn't enough on its own, and it's hard to find things that go with it. So if we just like threw it all in a random, like it just doesn't make sense.
So it's to say the Muppets definitely would qualify to be in fandom. They just have to
find the right place for them.
Got to find the right place for them. But I love the Muppets. I always have. So one day, hopefully. But what if we scrap all Wizarding World questions and add more YI franchises? There's no more. What else are you adding?
Yeah, and name another YA franchise.
Like honestly, I'm not even being facetious. Like there's tons.
Also, like that's just a great example of like if someone was selfish, like running this, like Wizarding World is perhaps the best example of a fandom out there.
Of a YA fandom, yeah.
Well, not even just like.
Actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad example, Spence. And I know nothing about it. Maggie has seen a couple of the movies.
But is it like After Sunrise, After Sunset, like those movies?
No, you're thinking of Before Sunrise, the Linklater movies. These are like teen versions of 50 Shades.
Wow, that sounds disgusting.
But I'm saying it's not like I have not.
I'm gonna need you to think about what you just said.
I understand that. I'm saying that the concept is like teens, but like not like the full 50 Shades, everything there, but like 12 the Boys. Yeah, but again, we still go I believe those are Netflix only or Prime only, Spence, or something like that. But like, what was I don't even remember what I was saying. So the way that Twilight was inspired by 50 Shades or vice versa or whatever, it's the same thing. Did you not know that Twilight was inspired by 50 Shades?
No, I knew that, but you're telling, so there's a teen franchise.
I would need to look. I don't know that it's YA, but I know the characters are teenagers. Like I know that.
Inspired by 50 Shades.
Harry Styles fanfic. But if he was an abusive boyfriend in college, I still
fanfic of a fanfic.
I don't know. But anyway, not a great example. But
terrible pitch. So I won't like from Tim. So maybe I'll look into it. But wow, that disturbed me.
To the original point, there are a lot of movies based on YA books. There are not a lot of YA franchises because they a lot of them have died. Mortal Instruments,
poorly right away, and then they
Mortal Instruments, Aragon,
the Fifth Wave, The Giver,
like all of these, just like So, ergo, why they're not here?
And I don't think we said it, but I feel like it should go without saying. Harry Potter started out as a YA novel franchise.
I still I would.
I would also consider it. Just it almost grew so big that we considered it its own thing. Which again is why I'd say like Wizarding World is maybe the pinnacle example of fandom.
Yeah.
But again, we've just run out of questions, so we got to put it back in the larger. Mortal
Engines, City of Instruments. Look at these photos. Oh, that was funny. I forgot about Mortal Engines. That's a bad movie. Okay. I think that's going to do it for us.
Yeah.
Letterbox list is live. I'll post it in the Facebook page so you guys can see everything. But if you have any questions, let us know. Comment on the post. Ask away. Yeah. Nick, anything else?
No.
Awesome. I gotta pee really bad, so we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you for hanging out with us for 90 minutes, talking about fandom and Fanzone, keeping us alive, letting us do this. We appreciate you, and we thank you for playing. We'll see you real soon with Act 5. It's starting up tomorrow. Very exciting. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.